Back in the mid-19th century, the U.S. military established a fort in northern Texas. They named it after General William Jenkins Worth, a U.S. officer during 3 wars. Eventually, they shut down the original fort. Settlers built a new town where the fort was located. In 1900, Butch Cassidy's Wild Bunch took their famous group photo in the city. Eventually, Fort Worth became a hub for railroads and highways. It grew into a large, bustling city. 2 meatpacking companies built slaughterhouses in a part of town known as the Stockyards. However, the companies abandoned them decades later. The Stockyards eventually became a tourist destination. Fort Worth built numerous skyscrapers in the early 20th century. This includes CNB Tower, which once had the world's largest revolving digital clock. Amon Carter is responsible for much of Fort Worth's growth in the mid-20th century. Amon Carter was once mayor of Fort Worth and a media mogul. Amon Carter bought the Fort Worth Star newspaper in 1908. He launched WBAP Radio in 1922 and WBAP TV in 1948, the first television station in Texas. Starting in the 1950s, Fort Worth spurred the growth of generic suburbs around the city. However, Fort Worth was not the only big city sprouting suburbs in northern Texas. There was an even bigger city, 30 miles east, doing the same thing on an even bigger scale. Over time, Fort Worth and Dallas suburbs grew into each other. The opening of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport further helped to bring the 2 cities together. Eventually, the U.S. Census decided to combine the once separate metro areas. Now, many Americans wrongly identify Fort Worth as a suburb. People fail to consider Fort Worth has an urban core, its own skyscrapers, its own freeway loop, its own hospital district, etc. In 2000, a tornado gutted downtown office towers. Developers converted one office tower to residential. However, crews imploded the previously mentioned CNB Tower. But since the tornado, developers have built new office towers. In 2013, Sundance Square opened a new plaza downtown. And that's the highly condensed history of Fort Worth.